Good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever the case may be. Only 10% battery remaining. You dirty dog. Anywho, we got this here. It is a 2x4 already. It's a 2x4. I opened this up off camera and there was a living box elder in there. Just saying. But what we're going to do with this, I'm kind of, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of excited about it. First time I'm doing this. We're actually going to take everything out and we're going to send this to the powder coater. We're going to make this one red because this is for DP in the Carolinas. And we just made him that red 200 amp power supply. And we're going to clean this thing all up. It's a cool old box. It's really cool. She's got 2 peanuts in here. I know they're good audio pills, but the thing is, these old 1446s. I mean, look at the solder. I don't know if you can see this on this pin. I can't even believe that worked. Man, it's like that on the other one too, right here. I mean, they're grounded, I guess, but anyway, this is a cool box. I love this box. This guy, look at. Yeah, it's a matching set of Toshiba, still going strong. He said he's had this thing, I want to say, like 20 years. He said it swings backwards. Now, it could be his radio, I don't know. What I'd like to do is pull everything out. I'm going to change the switches because they're kind of rusted. You know, change the switches, change the SOs. Okay. The power wire is killer. It's almost too much. I'm thinking about what I want to do with that. It's good wire, nothing wrong with it, but I think I might switch it to this cool stuff we got from Danny. But anyway, rip the whole thing out. We're going to clean it up real nice. Pardon the cough. Let me take 2. Nothing wrong with the transformers. We're going to test everything. And I'm going to, what I'd like to do is put 2290s in there, I think. And not mess with those. But we'll see. Anyway, we're just going to freshen her up. This is going to be what I call a Resto Mod. We're going to restore it and modify it a little bit. We're going to retune everything because we're going to change the drivers. So we probably won't have to retune this, really. Just retune the driver section. We'll see. But our goal is to get her swinging forward, and we want to get her doing, I'm going to say about 1,000 to 1,200 peak swinging forward. Shouldn't be a problem. And then he, in the near future, would like us to build him the identical base station as the purple pill pimper we made. Just go back and look back at the videos and find that purple box. It's a 16 pill base station with a 500 amp power supply built in it. The thing was smoking. It was absolutely smoking. Had all C's in it. And, sorry. I had all C's in it. It was a smoking box. It was swinging up to about 6,000 peak. So a really cool box. This would make the perfect driver for it. We'll have a killer audio. His station would be killer. I think he's pretty serious about doing it. So this will be one step closer to him doing it. He's got the power supply now. He's got this. And then he'll add the 16 pill base later. And bam, he'll have himself a nice little station. So that's it for right now. So it looks like, I think those are regular, maybe 100 ohm. I gotta measure all these, but. So it's interesting how that hooks up. So it's a 3-way switch. The coax comes into the center, and on they both ground and run to the transformer. So it's got different resistances. But I like how they can come together and it doesn't affect the other one. Very cool. Very interesting. Okay, here's where we're at so far. I took these 1440s out, checked them, and actually put them back in because they look new and they checked well. And I like 1440s, are good swinging pills. I think what happened was somebody put 1440s in here because they look newer. I don't even know if it was originally a 2 driving before. It might have been a 1 driving before, which was more common. I think somebody tried to make it a 2 pill and just didn't tune it right because DP said it was swinging backwards. So I think they put 1440s in there with good intentions. Things should swing like crazy and they have great audio, but they didn't tune it right. So this is tuned well. I'm changing the 1000s. These are all the parts that are not going back in. I think I'm going to put a variable on here instead of the switch. We'll put a variable for him so he can run it wherever he wants. And I cleaned it up the best I could. It looks better, but obviously not great. I mean, it's got water damage. As you can see, some of these screws are rusted. I attempted to back a couple of them out, could not get them loose, so I'm leaving it. He said this box was working fine. As you can see, they're all matching original Toshiba, so I'm not messing with it. Sometimes less is more. I'm gonna put new 1000s on there, retune this driver section, and try it, basically. I'm just waiting for the case. It's getting powder coated. So that's it for now, but put a new coax in there and whatever. Get rid of these switches, put a new relay wire in there. That's about it. Nothing fancy, just she just needs a little tune up. I think she's gonna rock and roll. We'll check it out. So here you have the new case. Looks pretty darn good, but it's a 10-footer. If you look real close here, you can see the original hammer on there. Like they didn't sand it, you know what I mean? I know they sandblasted or something like that. But anyway, we'll put a sticker over that or something. And you can see like, you know, because this was an old box. So you can see like dents in it and stuff. Right there. You know, but I mean, overall, I mean, got a little dent right here. See if you can see that. You know, but you know, from before, I don't know if you guys remember. But anyway, yeah, it's transformed. It's gonna be very cool. So this old box, this old build with the Toshibas in there. 1446 drivers going right on in there. And put the clown stick on there and whatnot. But right now I got to open this up. I got to install the fan. I got to do some grinding in here, get some metal exposed, grind all these out so things fit. Grind all these holes and get everything in there. Maybe I'll leave the camera going and I'll just high speed it or something. I don't know if you guys like that high speed or if it's annoying or what, but I mean, you know, you can only watch us do these things so much. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it going. I don't know. I just work here. All I know is I just want to get it done. So maybe I'll leave this going. Turn on some music. And can you hear that skip in the background? And I'll just fast forward it. Do high speed when I make the video or something. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, my friends, I'm back. The battery died right in the middle. I know the last thing I was doing, I was putting the light in. But since then, I finished it up. I put the switch, light, variable, hooked everything up, hooked in the power cables, hooked up my other power supply so we'd have enough juice. And I started to tune it because I wanted to give it the clown tune. And this is why no good deed goes unpunished. I should have just left this box alone. And this is why I don't want to work on Toshiba boxes anymore. Because this guy had 4 matching Toshibas in here. I have no Toshibas, just so you know. I'm not like, I know some of the builders have piles of them. They've saved them and they bought hundreds of them when they were, but I have none, okay? And I don't want any. I work with HGs now, that's it. But I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you why. So if you guys wonder when you call, I do not want to work on Toshiba boxes anymore. Not that I have anything against them. I just don't have any. So I'm tuning this thing and I popped a pill. Okay? So now I feel horrible because the guy had 4 matching untouched virgin Toshibas in here forever. And so I had to buy some. I got some from Gatekeeper and I'm going to have to put one in. You know, blew up his resistor and his, you know, I should have just left this box alone. Whatever it's doing, it's doing. I retuned the driver section earlier and I left the 1440s in there and that's it. It needed to be tuned. That driver section wasn't right. Other than that, I should have left it alone. I changed the tuning a little bit on the output. And that's it. So I'm going to put a Toshiba pill back in there. The one nice thing about Toshibas is that you can just change one pill. HGs don't like that too much. Although we are starting to do it more and more, maybe like 2. Say it's a 8 pill, we can get away with maybe 2. But Toshibas for years, we would blow one pill, just change one and go down the road and it would run for years. HGs don't like to do that. But I'm going to put one Toshiba back in there. I already changed the resistors and everything. I put flybacks on this box. It didn't have any flybacks on it, which was kind of weird. So 6 of them in there. And that's it. And we're going to test it, take it out the garage, make sure it's doing. It's not going to be a crazy, I mean, I don't know how many watts it's going to do. Well, whatever it's doing, that's what it's going to do. I'm going to be done with it. So I'm putting a new pill in there. I'm not going to charge them, obviously. That's my problem. That's the risk I take. He didn't, you know, that was my fault. But that's why I don't want to do it anymore. So he's got a variable. He's got a retuned box, some new power cables. There was nothing wrong with the other ones. They were just old, you know. And of course the brand new case and some new SO239s, a new relay. And that's about it. So I'm going to put this pill in, we'll test it out, and we'll send it down the road. Should I just leave the camera going, I guess? Why not? Alright, we're ready to try this thing. What else did I do? I put a new fan on it too. Just because. Glorious. Alright, how am I going to do this? Anybody know? Let's see. Let's bring this down, downtown, Mr. Brown. Glorious, glorious. I don't know, maybe you can see everything. I don't know. Trying to set it up in a way that you can see everything. Anywho, let's hello. See if you can. Let's do a 50 watt slug. See what the radio's doing. Got this at 12 o'clock. I don't know if you can see it. Hello. Hello. That is 5-6 watts RMS. Okay. 1,000 watt sluggage. Out. Got this halfway. I don't know why. I just don't want to blow it up again. Hello. I'm feeling everything. Okay. If I feel any heat, I get nervous. Okay. On the resistors, on the output. Okay. If this warms up, you know you got an imbalance. If this warms up, you know you got an imbalance coming in. Everything's ice cold. That's what I like to feel. Hello, 1 2 1 2. Meter's a little slow, but 380 on this meter. That's what this halfway. I'm literally afraid to turn it up, and I should be able to, and I'm gonna have to because first of all, is my power supply even gonna keep working? I don't know. You know, I know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna dead key harder, isn't it? Hello. I'm a little gun shy now. Okay, I'm feeling these 1440s because I don't want those getting hot. They're running ice cold. Actually, I put some. Let's just say I held the power back a little bit. I think we actually have this thing down Main Street. Hello. Pills are warming up. Driver pills are still ice cold. Thank you very much. Resistors are ice cold. I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I'm like gun shy now. Peak and I just know what it's going to do. Sorry. Hello. Peg. Peg, peg, peg. I think I'm good with that for now. I'm going to... Wait, let's check reflect. First of all, how many watts we doing? Ay, ay, ay. Hello. 1 2 1 2. Call it 380. Alright, let's check reflect. Put the 50 watter in there. Reverse. Because when you mess with the tuning, you want to make sure to... Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Virtually no movement. Thank you very much. Happy with that. Okay, so I'm happy. I'm going to put the fan on here because I ain't risking it. See, that's sometimes we get carried away with tuning and we overheat these things. Maybe that's why it popped, you know. But now I'm like paranoid. But it's buzzing real good. Look, it's got good audio. It should have phenomenal audio with these 1446s. 2 1446s driving 4 Toshibas. You're going to have some serious things buzzing like crazy. So let me pause this, put the fan on. We'll be right back. All right, here's the bag of the old parts. And I was hoping to put gold screws in here. The gold looks nice on the red, you know. But this is an old box. It's been transformed. And it's so old, it had these little sheet metal screws in the case. You may have noticed it when I was putting that pill in too. It's got actual sheet metal screws holding the pills in. I hate that. But so I gotta use these. I gotta use these original little sheet metal screws. Kind of a bummer. Maybe if the owner could go online and find some of the oh shoot. You see, I turned the lid around and apparently it's only going to fit one way on here. Oh gosh. That's a problem because I got it wired to the back and I don't think it's going to reach. Nope. I have to wire it to the switch, which I didn't want to do because, you know, you get too much stuff on the switch. But this lid's only going to go one way. The holes are a little off. Okay, and all nice. You can tie it up real nice and everything. So it wouldn't move around in shipping or ever. Whatever. Yes, I'm aggravated. Sure. Pop right up there, why don't you? I don't mind. See, all the solder on this, like I was saying earlier, it's hard to solder this board. It doesn't like to heat up. And all the solder has like no flux in it. So you gotta just add new stuff on top of it and hope that it melts good to the board. That's just me. I'm just whining. Just being a complainer today because I'm aggravated. Hopefully that'll line up a little better. Let's see. Now the holes are going to be a little weird too because they got filled in with whatchamacallit, powder coating. Get these screws in there straight. Yeah, it would have been nice to put nice new gold screws in there like the fan. When I was putting them in, I was thinking I was doing them all, but then I went to put it together and realized no can do. Can't get this one to go straight because all the powder coating there. Two down, 6 to go. Let's turn on some juice. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, I know these fans make a little noise, but they're worth it. They work good. That way you know these little boxes are working. We must clean this thing up. It's all fingerprinted and whatnot. These are all your parts, I'll send them back. So we gotta take this baby out to the garage to see how she's working. Now, I don't know what's going on in here as far as power and meters and all that. Here's your parts, they'll be in the box. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I gotta give her a little wax job. Yes, sir. I'll send your fan back too. If for some reason you don't like the sound of this one or whatever, you put the other one back in if you want it. Give it a little wax. guess I should put an in and out on the back too, so you know. Most people know, but alright, wax on. Wax off. Couldn't put feet on this thing either because it's such an old box. It didn't have the studs in the bottom. I just stuck some rubber ones on. Well, partial. I only had one good rubber foot. I like to have feet on these boxes because it helps with cooling, but I don't have any, so I apologize for that. I just have these ones that I put on while I was working on it, but testing it. As you can see, the one keeps coming off. In fact, I don't even know where it went. I took one and cut it into fours. Now these are holding on pretty good, but where'd that other one go? How did I lose one? What the heck? That stinks. I just gotta take them off. Okay, just taking them off. If you think of it, buy some rubber feet, put them on it. It helps with cooling. I couldn't, you know, I was gonna put this kind on, but they screw on, and there's, you know, all the new boxes they're threaded already, so you just screw them on. But yours doesn't have that, so I couldn't, unless I drilled holes and did nuts and bolts and all that. And as you can tell, I'm ready to ship this one down the road. All right, let's go to the garage and try it out. Okay, now I'm happy. Now I'm a happy man. Now she's looking good. Oh my gosh, I didn't even turn this. I don't even think you should turn this up. This thing's out of control. Okay, I got the knob halfway. I don't think you should ever turn it past that. I'm hitting it with my LX. Let me throw a 50 in there and show you what the radio's doing. Turn this off. Wonder I blew it up inside. I was trying to get more watts out of it. It's already doing 1 trillion. All right. 50 watt slug RMS. Hello. Okay, that's my radio. It's my Cobra. Hello. You know, what are we looking at there? 40, 30, 10. It's about 7, 8 watts. Hello. See that? Okay, let's check peak. Turn on the little red nose. Hello. Hello. Mic is flaking out or something. Ain't that nice? That's how you blow stuff up. How do I fix that problem? Turn it down, turn it up. I don't know. Hello. That's better. Hello. That cotton picking. Talk about a peak radio, man. Come on. That thing is stroking. See that? Hello, 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 hello. 70 peak. When I really get into it, I probably should put the stock mic on. I got the D104 on it. Here's RMS. Hello, 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 hello. 7, 8 birds. Is that crazy or what? That's why all my boxes go crazy out there, because of this radio, okay? So let's just go. I mean, 711 is cringing right now. He's like, put the stock mic on. Okay, I'm putting the stock mic on. I'm listening to my friend. He tries so hard to help me. I ain't doing no D1. I ain't blowing this box up again, okay? This ain't happening. I'm just not doing it. Okay? Why? Because I don't want to do more work. I remember, I am running a business now. I worked all day. Now I'm working on this at night. Now I should be able to turn this audio up a little bit because it's not gonna. Let's see the difference. Hello. Oh, I took the slug out. Not gonna see any watts that way. Thought something went bad. I mean, another bad mic or something. Okay, 50 watt slug going out. I am in the dummy load. Yes, sirree. Hello. Oh my, what the what? Let me turn that down. Hello. All right, this is weirding me out. I don't want to do more watts. I'm gonna kill that thing. Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. 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 Okay, that's interesting. The same watts with a stock mic. Somebody needs to explain that to me. Let's try peak again. Hello. 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 Okay, the peak went down a little bit. Good. That's what I want. So RMS stayed about the same. Peak went down a little bit. That's good because I don't want to. This radio. I haven't even checked the peak on this thing yet. I think it's out of this world. Okay. And I didn't want this box. I tried to tame it down. Let's just say that. Okay. I don't want to make this as an old Toshiba box. Okay. We don't want to beat the snots out of it. We want to just run it. All right. 1000 watt slug. Box is now on. RMS. Hello. Holy smokes. This is a 4-pill, people. 4 Toshibas. 2 1446s driving 4 Toshibas. Hello. That's just too many. I'm not liking this. Ice cold coming out the back. Thank you. Thank you. I know this fan's a little noisy, but it's one of those nice heavy duty fans Paul gave me. RF won't bother it. It's blowing a lot of air out the back. I think it's worth the noise. You know what I'm saying? It's got a weird sound to it, but I can't even. What are we going to do? How do we check peak on this thing? You know it's going to peg. So let's take the 1000 out. Let's put a stingy 5000 watt slug in here, just for grins. Just see what it's doing on peak with a stock mic. Hello. 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. This is a 4-pill. Hello. 1,500 peak. Okay. I don't want it to. No wonder I blew it up in the basement. God only knows what it was doing. I was fine tuning it. I was trying to get more watts out of it. I shouldn't have done that. But let's just see what happens when I just. Hold on, let's check. Turn this back on RMS. Let's pull this 5,000 watt stingy. I don't even want to know it. Let's put the 50 in there in reverse. Let's just see what kind of reflect we got. Make sure the reflect is good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Virtually nothing, which makes me very, very happy. Probably why it's running so cold. Let's put the 10,000 watt in because it's a little more forgiving, whatever you want to call it. Just for fun. Let's see what she does on peak. 10,000 is going to read the bottom numbers now, so that's 2,000, 1,000 right there. Hello. Yeah. Okay, that's a 4-pill. All right, listen, I'm sending this down the road, but operate at your own risk. It's still running cold, which is fantastic. That's why people want Toshibas. Okay, but let's just do let's talk for a little bit just to see, hey, what in the world's going on? If I just talk, oh my gosh, I want to see RMS. Remember, I got the stock mic on here. I got the audio at 12 o'clock because I don't want it to swing too much. I'm just talking like a regular. Let me put the other slug back in. I mean, let's just talk on it a little bit. I gotta run it through the ringer a little bit. I know, here I go pushing my luck again. But I want it to work for the gentleman. 1,000 watt slug. Let's just have a little talk show. Hey, what in the world is going on in the world of sound? See, when I talk normal, it's, average like 300, 400. Hello, you know what I'm saying? Not so many bird watts. Oh, it helps if I have the camera on the meter. So when you talk, it's not doing as many watts. You know what I'm saying? Let's go check for heat. I'm gone. Break. Idiot. Nice film work. Absolutely ice cold. This is making me very happy. All right, let's see what she's talking. I can't. You know, if I turn, I got to put a 5,000 watt slug in there, I guess. Let's just see what she talks at on peak. You know, if you're just talking, maybe on peak. Hey, what in the world's going on in the world of sound? I'm trying to get some condition out of Chicago. They call me 28 in a little baby station while I'm working this worldwide little red box in the world of sound. I'm getting down. That is 1,500 peak watts. Ice cold. Okay, she's coming home, buddy. Hope you enjoy it. I mean, I don't think you should ever turn that past 12 o'clock. Period, ever. It's almost guaranteed to blow up. I don't know how many watts it's gonna do. I just wouldn't do it. What that potentiometer is doing is holding the watts back from the two 1446s. Okay, the 1446s, they don't need a lot of drive. So that's why it's working best at 12 o'clock, because they don't need a lot of watts to do their thing. They're doing their thing, which are pushing the heck out of the 4 Toshibas. So I almost should have fixed it. I just wouldn't turn it. Unless you take a little radio that only does like 3 or 4 swings up to like 3 or 4 watts, then you can talk about turning that up. But I'm going on record right now. Leave that thing at 12 o'clock. If you turn it up, you're turning it up at your own risk. That cotton picker is doing more than enough watts. Thing is working mint. I hope you like it. Sorry I couldn't do the gold screws, and it has no feet. So if you get ambitious, I definitely encourage you to put some feet on it, get some air underneath it. Maybe you can find some sheet metal gold screws, or even paint them or whatever. I will put your plug back on the back here, and I will put in and out on the back, and then I'll ship her home, man. Box isn't perfect. She's got some little dents and this and that, but she looked, woo! What do you think? 100% more? I'll probably put maybe clown tuned or something on the side there, maybe. She's pretty cool. She ended up real good. Running ice cold. Yeah, there's something wrong with my basement down there. That shouldn't have blown up. That was just stupid. All right, enjoy. I'm gone now. Okay, there she is. Put some clown stickage on there. Got some clown stickage. You got clowned a little bit. Again, I wouldn't turn that up. It's past halfway. Got some clown stickage. I don't know if you can see anything. It seems dark in here. Clown tuned, or it says clown built. And then mark the back for you. Put some new cables on here for you. It's got a new choke inside. I put your Anderson plug back on there. Okay. So you can plug and play. Here's your spare parts. And your fan and your capacitor. And that's it. Again, I would reiterate, if you could, get some stick-on feet. It's definitely better if this thing could be off the ground. That'll help with cooling. But she's humping. She's absolutely humping. I hope you enjoy it. It's a beautiful box. Turned out real nice. For an old box, she looks pretty dang nice, doesn't she? You wouldn't think that's a Toshiba box. 2x4 smoking. Bump it on you later. I'm gone.